Good evening, Assalamu alaikum. Today is the 27th of November 2022, currently 3 o'clock p.m. So, today we have for an open interview Dr. Wail with us. He holds a PhD in psychology, is a licensed psychologist in 3 countries, US, Sweden, and UAE, and is the director of the counseling office in the AUE. Assalamu alaikum, doctor. How are you?
Thank you, my dear.
Shall we begin?
Yes.
So, our topic today is discussing anorexia, its factors, and what are the solutions. So, Dr. Wail, in simple terms, can you please describe anorexia nervosa for us?
Yes. Anorexia nervosa is this is what we call it, the psychological disorders that make the person think he is fat, unable to eat anything. For example, it will be very selective in kind of eating and very acute in type of the food that this person they added. If they eat anything, you find them even they want to throw the food, or they have to make many different activities, movement to reduce the energy. And this not depends on a certain age. It can start in any age until any age.
Can you please describe the root cause of anorexia?
We have many different roots. The first one, I can say about psychological and biological factors. So sometimes we found that, for example, in my house, my mother has anorexia, so I will learn from her. Or sometimes because of bullying, you are fat, you look not slim in your body. These factors can affect people, and they. By the way, most of these factors, if we could talk about the gender, it will affect the females more than males. Then we have some biological factors also that make the people that feeling that I'm unable to eat. Some people, they want to imitate when they read any disease, they want to have these symptoms with us, and this is very dangerous, especially now when the internet is open. And I met many people, they read about anorexia and they start having anorexia. If we talk about heredity factor, is this in genetic or not in genetic? I'm not sure 100% this is in genetic, and even the studies, they didn't show that 100% this is genetic factor.
In your opinion, what is the most prominent factor causing anorexia?
Socialization. Yes. It depends on socialization and people. And now there is a factor that's very important now. But this is many females now, they want to have a special kind of body, and this special kind of body, they thought that they can eat it by dieting, and dieting is very important, but not in the way that they are doing, these females. Even if they are hungry, they will not eat, and this can affect also, this is acids in your stomachs, can be ulcers in the future.
Yes. So, have you had any experience with anorexic patients?
Yes.
Can you please give your take on that, how they look, some of the symptoms you acquired or saw?
Yes, I have this experience with 2 different categories, ages. I have experience with teenagers, 16 years old, from US, and she has a severe anorexia. She didn't eat in one day, only very short of food, and then if she ate something, she has to work on it. She has to. When we put her in the hospital, she was jumping from her bed to the floor and jump up, or she go to the stairs.
Calisthenics.
Yes, she just want to burn all what she ate. And the other, it was a mother. She was, I think, 40 years old. She was also anorexia, and this mother, she wasn't able even to move usually as others. And when we talked to her, this lady, she bullying from her friends and her husband that you're getting fat, and so she start dieting, not eating, and then she finished with anorexia.
In a study done in 2009, The researcher claimed significantly more women than men reported that they often feel that they cannot control what or how much they eat. So why are eating disorders more prevalent in women?
Because the most important things for the woman is the shape for the body, how it looks like.
How they present themselves to men.
Exactly, how they present it in the society. And you know that we are people, this is what in the woman idea that people are going to look to me if I'm fat or I'm slim, if I'm my body. So this is why they want to have, and now these days, because of this is dangerous and risky plastic surgery. This is for the stomach, for the body, and this is so many of them after these kind of surgeries they start reduce the amount of their eating. They didn't eat well as usual.
So, doctor, to conclude our interview, do you believe that anorexia is more biological or environmental?
No, I think it's more psychological, social psychological. I think, my opinion, because even if it's in biological, we can't deal with it, but now we found it's more psychological.
So that psychological will be fueled by environmental factors
Yes.
like bullying.
Yeah, bullying, how we raise up. I want to be like my mother, or exactly as I told you now. For this, you can see many of anorexia people that are working now because of these surgeries that they made, and after that they get this type of anorexia.
And women are getting more attracted to it by social media,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Attacks and seeing all these fake filtered photos.
Exactly.
Right?
Top is that the woman used to have fat in their body. Now they're to the opposite. They don't want to have this kind of medicine. They won't take medication for make them anorexia. So they take these people as that affecting their biological organs, so they will not be able to eat, and then that also affect their psychological health.
And that's all the questions we had for you. Thank you so much for your time, doctor.
Thank you, Maria. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Take
you,
care
Doctor.
and good luck. Good luck.
Thank you, doctor.
Interesting subject. Okay.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.